Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. I have another shave of the day, and today we're going to be delving into Stirling's Wintergreen. If you don't like wintergreen, this is not for you. This is 100% glacial wintergreen. Wow. Makes your eyes start watering just smelling the puck. It's not bad. If you don't know what wintergreen is, there's plenty of items out there that have wintergreen scent to it. But yeah, this is 100% because it is strong. Yep, very strong. And we're going to be using the Beetlejuice brush today from Sig. Sig Solo provided Beetlejuice from Yashi. What was that, 24 knot? Yeah. Wow, that is strong, very strong scent. And today's razor is going to be the 1964 Slim with Gillette 7 o'clocks. Great combination. They work pretty good. All right, let's see here, and then we'll follow up. It's like there's not much unless you get wintergreen aftershave from Stirling. There's not really much that works with it, but since it's kind of a sweet scent, I went with Stetson. Stetson's a good one. I like Stetson. Alright, so hope everybody's day is going good. Been another wild ride in life. Now it's ooh. You start seeing my eyes water. You'll understand this stuff. This glacial is strong today. Seems like the combination of wintergreen and glacial together is pretty strong. It's like this brush though, it holds a lot. It takes a. Let's even running down my hand here. It's like taking a little bit of use to, but it's got the almost a Jeffrey Smith style of drippy. Wow, it's getting to me today. Plus I got something in my eye that doesn't help either. Alright, so the old Gillette 7 o'clocks are very good. First use of these. This blade. Now, just run right down the old hand here. Wow, that didn't. Oh boy, that just knocked it right down. That's a great combination. Setting 3 on this thing just took it right down. It's like Gillette did a heck of a number when they made these Slims and Fat Boys. I suppose they changed and went to the Black Beauties just for manufacturing purposes, but this is a great razor. And this razor here was my grandfather's. And it also happens to be, lucky enough, my birth year too, which is coming up. Not too long from now. Maybe I'll try to do a birthday shave or a Christmas shave. Or one and the same. Man. This is what I call a efficient grayer. Even at setting 3. That's what I like about that thing. It does a good job. I like when you're done, you don't feel like you're peeling your face off, but you're getting a nice smooth shave out of the deal when you're doing it. That's the nice thing about these Gillette razors. Well, let's see. We got Christmas coming up. Lots of fond memories of Christmas. I used to spend a lot of my Christmases, because we had Christmas break as a kid, would go to my grandparents and stay with them. So it was like, seemed like Mom and Dad were always willing to get two of the kids out of the house, because my older brother and I would always spend Christmas break with my grandparents down the lake. My grandfather, he was just an avid fisherman, and we'd always go fishing. Wintertime was going out and ice fishing. He had his own ice house. He'd run it out there with the snowmobile. He was ski-doo. Run it out and set it up. A lot of times back in the day, it would be November, early December, when you'd be able to go out on the lake, and because by that time, a lot of times we already had 6 inches of ice on the lake. It would freeze well. I remember it was what, 72, I think it was. Might have been 73, somewhere in there. It was Thanksgiving Day and we were out on the ice. It was at least 6 inches thick by that time. It was a cold winter. Anyway, I think might have been 20 below that day, somewhere in there. That was just it was a cold, that was a cold winter. But I've seen a lot of 40, 50 below winters up north in Minnesota. But it isn't that bad. You know, it could be 10, 15 below and outside, and you're sitting in those ice houses, and it will be, you know, you got a little micro stove inside there, a little box stove, and you would have a whole bunch of split wood, you know, small little pieces, you know, that would fit inside that thing. You know, Grandpa would get that thing going and warming up, and next thing you know, it's like it's toasty in there, and you could be in there with your t-shirt on, and it's like roasting. You would be really enjoying the cold weather outside. Like, the weather outside is frightful, but inside is delightful. Wow. This is going everywhere today. Well, this t-shirt is definitely going to be relegated to the laundry basket. But that's alright. We'll live with it. You sit there in the ice house and Uh, you know, Grandpa would be telling stories and chatting, and listen. We had the local radio, AM radio going in there, and a little portable radio. That was one thing my grandparents gave us when we were kids, is a little portable handheld radio. Cause it was, you know, it's like, it's important to listen to your radio, find out what's going on every day. And here's a little portable radio, you can do that and take it with you. So any what time you're out there, and you can always do something, listen to something, learn something. And he'd have the 2 holes open in the ice house, and you'd have your little poles, little ice fishing poles sitting there and attached, because they had a little lanyard on them and hanging from a hook. And you got your line in the water, and you would be just waiting. And you'd get the old fish on the line, and he'd slowly reel it in. They didn't fight as much in the wintertime because it was cold, you know. They still put up a fight, but you could pull in a 10-pound northern pretty easy, or a walleye. After times, and yeah, he'd put a little jig, make his own jigs, and you'd put something on there like corn or something like that. That would be a little bit of color on the jig, and you could catch crappie. You know, it's like you get into a school of crappie come floating by, you pull in 20, 30 of the things, nothing flat. And all of a sudden, if the crappie stopped biting, it's like, oop, something big just came into the area, as my grandpa would say. And pull in something, and all of a sudden the old line just go, and you'd have some shiners or something, and we had 2 lines in. One might have a shiner on it, the other one have a you know, fishing for bluegill or crappie, so you get no smattering of everything. And all of a sudden you'd catch a northern or walleye on the line, and you'd fight that thing, get it in, and you'd pull it up, and Grandpa would kick open the door of the ice house and throw that sucker out. It'd be out on the front porch, basically, freezing. And at the end of the day, you know, you had your little basket out there, and bring all the fish in, get on the sled, and we had a trailer, a little sled on the back. Somebody could ride behind him, and somebody could ride in the sled. Back to the homestead. Always a nice thing. I miss that. The stuff you did when you were 8 to 10, 12 years old, you know. Even when, after my grandfather passed away, the next door neighbor we'd come and stay at Grandma for a while. And Lars, he was a Swede, And he would say, you boys want to go fishing with me? Yep. He would take us out. He was kind of funny too. He chewed tobacco. And he'd sit there and spit in the water. He's like, hey, you have to get those that bait going, you know. It's like you get there and you gotta spit on the water, and the fish love that spit, you know. It's funny. And he passed away too later. That's sad. Alright, I think we got it. Man, it's nice, a smooth shave. Wow, that is strong. That is a strong scent. Whew. There we go. Alright. Common. Let's see how this works out. I've never... Can't even really smell it. That's how strong this... No, that's different. It works. A little bit of Stetson in your day. There you go. It's got cooling, so I'm not really feeling the cooling because, well, the glacial that's already on the face is just like, whoosh. I feel like I'm in the iceberg. Oh, that was good. That was a good shave. Man, it is smooth. That is a beautiful shave. I'll give you that much. Alright, so that was the iceberg edition of Stirling's Wintergreen. 100% wintergreen scent. Just reminds me of picking wintergreens as a kid and out in the forest and eating them. I love wintergreen. Getting them fresh too is always a good deal. But that was wintergreens from Stirling. And we followed up with a 7 o'clocks and a Gillette Slim. Great combination. Man, it just knocked the beard right down. At setting 3 for me, I don't have to worry about it opening my face up. Works good. Alright, that was the shave of the day. Hope you guys liked this one. And hope you have well, we're getting pretty close to Christmas, so hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.